A mechanic has logged the following number of hours in maintaining and repairing a certain Detroit Series 6 diesel engine for 10 different services. Find the mean for the hours logged. Okay, so we have to add all these numbers together, right? And then what we're going to do is we are going to divide by the number of numbers. So when we add all these numbers together, we get a 139.5. And since there are 10 of them, we divide by 10, and that gives me a 13.95. We want to find the median for the hours logged. Since there are 10, we're going to find 5 and 6. And then once we find 5 and 6, we are going to add them together and divide by 2, just taking the average of those two. So we could just find number 5 and number 6, add them together and divide by 2, or we can put them in order. So for instance, 6.2, 7.2, 8.5, 9.7, 11.5, 15.8, 18.3, 19.5, 20.5, and then finally 22.3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. Okay. So the middle two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 6 are right there. So we would simply add those two numbers together and divide by 2. And when we do that, we get a 13.65. So if the mechanic earns 17.95 per hour, how much does he earn doing the median servicing on this engine? So what we would do is we would take the median number of hours, which is 13.65. We multiply that by the the amount the mechanic earns per hour, which is $17.95. And that would give us the total amount, which in this case would be $245.02. The table shows the monthly flow through a dam from October through April. Calculate the mean monthly water flow. So we have to add all this column together, and then we divide by the number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if we add all of this together, we get 3,067. We divide by 7, and we get a mean of 438.142857.1. Now we want to find the median monthly flow. We could reorganize these or rearrange these in order, or we could just kind of eyeball it, right? So again, if you eyeball it, this is the number 1, the smallest one. And the next one larger than that would be this one, which is 2. Then we go on to 200s, which is this one. We go on to 300s, which is this one. Then we have 400s, which is this one, 700s, which is this one, and the 7th one, which is April, right here, which would be the 7th one. Now, since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's actually a middle. And the middle of all 7 would be the 4th one, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4 is this one right here. So that one is right in the middle. So the median in this case is 346. And I'll put this 438.142857.1. You really just have to answer to the precision they want you to. So if they say round to the tenths, you're going to round to the tenths. If they say hundredths, round to the hundredths. If they say round to the whole number, you're going to round to the whole number. Whatever they ask you to do. So by what percent did the flow in March exceed the mean flow? Okay, so we're going to take the mean in this case. Mean. We're going to subtract March. And then we're going to put it over the mean. Okay, so let's plug everything in. Okay, so the mean, we have the mean, which is 438. I'm lazy, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to subtract March, which is 497. I don't really worry too much about the sign. We already know it's technically these two. The 497 should come first, and then you subtract 438, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so once we plug everything in and we get a 0.1343. And we want to turn that to a percent, so we multiply it by 100%, and we get a 13.43%.